being patriotic is the only way you can serve your country and be patriotic is to go off and fight in a war, and that's like the biggest
Joe
thing.
Sixpack.
It's Joe Sixpack.
Yeah,
it's
Joe Sixpack, you're right
when
on
she
time.
did a call out, a shout out to me for all you Joe Sixpacks out there.
Alan, as a vice president, doesn't feel like country first. It feels like politics first. You know, it just feels like a very cynical choice.
I really admire Barack Obama and his family, and we're just avid supporters.
Obama, you're looking at, you know, an administration that I see potentially having much more of a earnest and truly open arms in bringing people together to solve problems.
I'm planning to vote for him, and I'm going to get out there and tell my friends. And
But at least Obama has. He has some good thoughts on, and I think good policies on choice and women's issues.
Barack is just passionate more about energy, and he has and when he talks about it, he knows so much more about it. And
McCain during the debate was, you know,
all
about, yeah,
about
sure,
clean
renewables are
coal.
great, but and I want to help fix climate change, but we need to drill a lot more.
Right,
So how do you fix climate change and get off of oil by drilling more?
right.
Obama sort of called out McCain's strong support of deregulation of the financial industry, which is, as I understand it, is a big part of the reason that we're in the financial mess that we're in.
I'm in the energy industry, and I care so much about the energy industry and protecting the environment and keeping the money from leaving our country. I just, you know, to me, having these guys be sincere about energy policy. Yeah, I mean, I want someone who's going to really take on, you know, getting us off our oil addiction within 10 years, and I just don't believe McCain's going to be that guy. He talks about it, but I don't think he's sincere.
Just his whole finesse on the issues.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. He's an educated man, and he speaks well, and he speaks like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. So I just want somebody with common sense and smarter than the rest of us. We already had Joe Sixpack as a president.
Right.
Like, I don't want average person to be the vice president.
I want someone smarter than
I want
me.
somebody smarter than that.
I know.
You know? And these people continue to say, oh, well, she's just like one of us. It's like, well, I don't want her to be like one of us, or him to be like one of us.
They need to be superior.
Superior, better than the rest of us. Like Sarah Palin bashes Obama for inexperience, but then she can't even answer a question about like what newspapers inform her worldview.
She's had, I don't know, 5 episodes of cancer. It's a very real possibility that she could be the leader of this country in the free world, and you know, she's just woefully unqualified for that position.
She's not speaking about this Joe Sixpack.
One thing, you know, we're really concerned as a family about our economic situation right now. I mean, it's been happening for a long time. I mean, the last 8 years.
about it, I think we need a change, and I think things have been hard lately for a lot of people because of the economy.
Or maybe we really should do some deregulation, but that seems to be a new idea for McCain of the past 2 weeks when everything's already melted down.
McCain has a lot more money than Barack, and it just seems like he's not really in touch with what's happening as much as Barack is right now.
I agree.
I think people like in our age group, it's like we don't really see a way to retire, you know? I think unless you're incredibly wealthy, you don't think you're ever going to retire.
You know, we need health care for families, for children, for breadwinners in the family.
A strong point of Barack too is like health insurance. Like McCain.
He's got a realistic plan. McCain's plan is like scary.
Yeah, it's totally wacky.
Like, let's push your employers not to give you health care anymore, but we'll give you a tax credit that's really not worth as much as the plan you had. And like, he's like all anti-tax except health care. If your employer gives you health care benefits, he wants to tax those now.
Right.
To force them to stop giving you health care benefits.
Right.
You know, I'm a mom, I'm a working mom, I've got 2 kids, and you know, we're more fortunate than most. We don't have health problems, but it's been really hard.
We're definitely looking at college and college loans, which are going to be difficult to get.
Of Averick is like going against common sense sometimes.
That's
It's the fight stuff that gets me, that makes me kind of crazy.
We need to change the level of the discussion.
Divisive politics. It doesn't serve us in the end. It's not country first to be this divisive and get this much anger rallied up.
It's time to not be manipulated by fear.
You know, the real fear is, you know, my God, we just shelled out $700 billion to bail out, you know, companies and banks that mismanaged themselves into a hole and our whole economy into a hole. Liberties taken with our privacy rights, right to have a private telephone conversation, rights to fair trial, these kinds of things that were taken away from us as after the invasion of Iraq, after 9/11. Those are things that I think are far more frightening to me than, you know, whether two men are going to get married in Massachusetts or not.
I think Obama's going to show that he's clearly the better choice. I mean, that's
am
really
like-
it. I mean,
yeah.
you're going to have an angry old man and a person that's looking to the future.
Do something.
It's hard not to see it being any different with McCain.
So look, we have spent the last 8 years with Republicans in the administration, and it's gotten us nowhere. And I've been really upset about the changes that have happened in our country, that we need to work together, and I think we need a leader who can be a model for us to be able to do that.
So we really need a change.
He's good at working with people and getting opinions from everyone and wanting to hear from people who don't agree with him.
And now it's great because we have some options out there. And I would love to see Obama win, and I think he's going to be great.
Well, Obama and Biden are an awesome team.
I can't wait for this to get over with and have Barack be president, and we'll move on with making our country a better place again.
So I hope he wins. I'm planning on voting for him.